We have some next gen pictures to compare the sizes between the PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S, and wow, does the PS5 tower over them all. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, I'm covering everything for the next gen and getting all three of these consoles onto one. We'll be making tons of videos on those, so if you're interested in that kind of stuff, make sure to subscribe if you like what you see. But for now, let's jump into this. So there's been lots of speculation on the size difference about the PlayStation 5 versus the Xbox Series X. We've seen lots of like VR style photos and AR style photos of what these consoles will look like against each other, and the PS5 was always shown to be a much bigger console, but a lot of people weren't 100% sure how real that was because of the fact that these pictures weren't the real life consoles themselves. But late last week, the PS5 was sent to a bunch of people on YouTube, a bunch of people in the media, and the embargo is slowly being lifted day by day of what they're able to show off. So today they were able to actually unbox the PlayStation 5 as well as its accessories and show off the actual physical console itself. That's all we got so far. They'll probably get a lot more tomorrow, and then the upcoming days after that, there'll probably be more and more stuff that comes out on the PS5 before its actual launch on November 10th. And this article on The Verge does a great job of showing the PlayStation 5 against the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S for a size comparison. Now, we knew the PlayStation 5 was bigger, but by how much? And wow, it does really tower over both consoles by a significant amount. Now, in terms of the console's design, everyone's going to have their own preference of which one they like better. Obviously, they're two completely different designs. The Xbox going kind of with that mini PC tower look, and then the PlayStation 5 doing a completely different style of look with many different curves and waves in it. And it's definitely more creative aesthetically looking than the Xbox Series X. When looking at the Xbox Series X, I actually do really like it, even though it's pretty simple. I like how it's just kind of classy looking and it's modern, and it'll look really nice in my entertainment system. So for me personally, the console that's going to fit better my entertainment system will definitely be the Xbox Series X. The PlayStation 5 is definitely going to stand out, but it's going to also be kind of a centerpiece because of the way that it looks and how different it's going to be from everything else. But it's massive. It does really tower over the Xbox Series X. Now, the Xbox Series X isn't really that small either, but it is smaller than the PS5. This here saying Microsoft and Sony both have taken different approaches to console design for this next generation. These design choices are apparent when you place them both side by side, vertically or horizontally. The PS5 is bigger than the Xbox Series X in almost every way possible. When you're looking at them standing up vertically side by side, obviously the PS5 is slimmer, but I would say that is the only place where you could say that the PS5 is smaller in any way. I find this view here with the PS5 on its side really shows just like the significant difference in its actual size. It's actually crazy. And as we know, the PS5 is known to be the biggest console in modern history. So the real estate on that thing is going to be massive, and it's going to take up a big spot in your entertainment system. But realistically, sitting horizontally, nobody really should have too much trouble fitting it in unless they have a bunch of other things. You're definitely going to have to make a lot of space for it within your entertainment setup. And I don't know who's going to put this thing vertically. Like, where are you going to put this vertically? Even if you put it beside your TV, it's still going to be so big. It's just going to kind of stand out and look odd, I think. So I'm definitely putting mine horizontally under my TV, but it's going to have to pretty much be on its own shelf alone. And then they continue to show it off against obviously the Xbox Series S as well, which is much smaller than both of them. And that is obviously a much less powerful console, so that makes a lot of sense. As we continue to scroll down here, you see them both sitting horizontally. Now, when they're horizontally, again, the PS5 is still thinner, but it's longer by a fair amount. The only thing I don't like about the Xbox Series X's design here is that kind of horizontal look with the stand still on it. I wish they would have allowed you to take that stand off. That would have been a nice design choice, but they don't. I mean, you're not really going to see it once it's tucked in under your TV, but at the same time, I would have loved to have been able to take that off. I'm probably gonna put my Series X vertically standing up beside my TV. I have a subwoofer beside my TV and it's like a similar shape, so I can see my Xbox Series X kind of being in the same vein, maybe on the other side, and it will definitely fit in nicely standing vertically. And I just think that overall the Series X looks way better vertically. Now, obviously the Series S being the smallest console of them all, there's a comparison between the Xbox Series S and the PS5, with its specs being the Xbox Series S is just 10.8 inches tall and 5.9 inches deep and 2.5 inches wide, which is obviously significantly smaller than the PlayStation 5. So yeah, both Xboxes are smaller than the PS5. The PS5 is a massive console. It's going to take up a lot of real estate. So just keep that in mind when you're picking up the PS5. You're going to have to make a lot of room for it. You're going to have to make room for the Xbox Series X as well, but it won't be as much. Either way, I mean, as long as they both work, as long as they are both well cooled, and as long as they both don't have huge failure rates at launch, the design itself, the size itself, to me, isn't that massive of a deal. It will be a big deal probably to people who have limited space under their TV and they just kind of want to fit it in with what they already have there and not really move too much around. You're probably going to have to with both consoles, but you're definitely going to have to with that PS5 size. Anyways, guys, I just want to talk about this because we're getting the real life size comparisons between the two consoles. This was a big thing where people were talking about it, not really sure how much bigger the PS5 actually was than the Xbox Series X when it was out in the wild, but now we are seeing it. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. What do you think about the design of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X? Do you care that the PS5 is that much bigger? Do you care that it is as big as it is in general, or does that not really matter to you as long as it functions and it works? That's what's important. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to this channel and you like what you see. I would really appreciate help growing this channel. I'm almost at 1K subscribers, and it'd be really cool to get there. Maybe before the next gen consoles come out, possibly, probably not, but before Christmas would be an awesome goal. Anyways, guys, thank you for all your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.